Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 14 of unit number 1 matrices. In this lecture, we'll take the examples on eigenvalues, eigenvectors. In previous lecture, we have discussed the theory part of eigenvalues, eigenvector. In that, we have discussed the properties also. Some results also we have discussed for obtaining the eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Okay, so very first I will discuss with you what type of questions may be asked to you on eigenvalues and eigenvectors, and then we'll do the examples, then we'll do the calculations. Okay, first one, find the eigenvalue, find the eigenvalues and eigenvector corresponding to lowest eigenvalue. So this type of question may be in front of you. Means what you need to do in such example, determine all the eigenvalues. As it is 3 by 3 matrix, you'll get the 3 eigenvalues and only one eigenvector you need to calculate in this case corresponding to lowest eigenvalue. So 3 numbers you'll get, out of that whichever is the minimum corresponding to that number you need to do the calculation for eigenvector. Next question, it is quite similar to previous one. Find the eigenvalue and eigenvector corresponding to highest eigenvalue. Now instead of lowest, here we are having highest eigenvalue. So accordingly, you just identify the maximum eigenvalue out of 3 eigenvalues and determine the corresponding eigenvector. The next problem, find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of the following. Means you need to determine eigenvalues as well as eigenvector. All the eigenvectors you need to calculate in this such examples. Okay, whenever it is not mentioned corresponding to lowest or smallest, highest, then in that case you need to determine all the eigenvectors. So in that case you will be given simpler matrices. Now it is a triangular matrix, right? So for a triangular matrix, eigenvalues are the diagonal entries. So directly you will get the eigenvalues here. No need of doing calculation for eigenvalues. Okay, directly you will get the eigenvalues, and to every eigenvalue you can determine the eigenvectors. Here 2 by 2 matrix, only 2 eigenvalues you will get, and corresponding to 2 eigenvalues you will get the 2 eigenvectors. Now the last problem, find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors for repeated eigenvalue of the following matrix. So whichever, now in such a matrix definitely some eigenvalues will get repeated. Now corresponding to repeated eigenvalue we need to calculate the eigenvector. Whichever eigenvalue is repeated, corresponding to that eigenvalue you need to calculate the eigenvector. Now one more thing I want to add, in such a problems, whenever eigenvalues are repeated, in that case corresponding to repeated eigenvalues, suppose if eigenvalue is repeated 3 times, some eigenvalue is repeated 3 times, then corresponding to that repeated eigenvalue you may get 1 eigenvector or 2 eigenvector or 3 eigenvector. That depends upon the rank of a matrix. Okay, that also we are going to discuss in the solution of this problem. Means whenever the eigenvalue is repeated, that may give you 1 eigenvector or more than 1 eigenvector. That is what we are going to discuss in such a problems. Okay, so this type of questions may be in front of you, and out of these problems some I am going to solve and some remaining you need to do. Now these 4 problems are quite similar, so out of these 4 I am going to do only one, the rest you need to do. Okay, and out of these 2 one I will do, and out of these 2 also one I will do, and the remaining you need to do. So let us start the calculations. So very first example, it is a 3 by 3 matrix, given matrix 3 by 3. For this matrix we need to calculate the eigenvalues and the eigenvector corresponding to lowest eigenvalue. Okay, so very first, for a 3 by 3 matrix we are having formula for characteristic equation. We first calculate characteristic equation because the roots of the characteristic equations are the eigenvalues. So the characteristic equation formula is, for a 3 by 3 matrix, lambda cube minus s1 lambda square plus s2 lambda minus determinant of A equal to 0, where s1 is trace of that matrix. Trace means sum of the diagonal entries, and it is 4 plus 3 plus minus 3, that is plus 4. So s1 is plus 4. S2 is sum of the minors of diagonal entries. Whatever the diagonal entries you are having, they are minors. Okay, calculate minor of this entry, minor of this entry, minor of this entry. You'll get 3 minors in this form, and add them. That addition will be equal to the S2. So I have done the calculation for all the 3 minors. This is the first minor, second minor, third minor. Their addition, these are determinants, right? Minus means determinants. Their addition is equal to -1 finally. You can check the calculations. Now determinant of A I have calculated for you. It is -4. So S1, S2 and determinant of A I have calculated, and let us substitute this value in the previous equation. So we'll get the polynomial lambda cube minus 4 lambda square minus lambda plus 4 equal to 0. Now this is a cubic polynomial. Its root can be determined by using factorization or by using calculator also you can do it. So I have done here factorization. It is possible here. If you take lambda square common, we'll get the lambda minus 4 factor, and if you take minus 1 common from the last two terms, we'll get the factor as lambda minus 4. So lambda minus 4 is common to both the terms, and if you take common, you'll get the inside bracket lambda square minus 1. Now there are three factors you'll get. One is lambda minus 4. This is also like a square minus b square. It can be factorized as lambda minus 1 and lambda plus 1. So three factors we are having, so three roots will get as lambda equal to 4, lambda equal to plus 1, lambda equal to minus 1, plus 1 minus 1. Now I have determined all the three eigenvalues, so spectrum of A will be equal to, that is the set of eigenvalues of A, 4, 1 and minus 1. Finally you can write all the eigenvalues in the form of a set, which is the spectrum of A. The set of eigenvalues is called as spectrum of A. This definition also we have discussed in the previous lecture. So whenever 3 by 3 matrix will be there, you will get the three eigenvalues, and all these three eigenvalues are distinct. Okay, now we need to determine the eigenvector corresponding to lowest eigenvalue. So out of these three, lowest eigenvalue is minus 1. Now let us see how we are going to do the calculation for eigenvector. Eigenvector corresponding to the lowest eigenvalue lambda equal to minus 1. So for determining eigenvector, we consider matrix equation. It is given by A minus lambda I times x equal to 0. This x is your eigenvector. Now for lambda equal to minus 1, put lambda equal to minus 1 here, so you will get a plus I equal to a plus I into x equal to 0. What is a plus I? Your given matrix plus identity matrix. So identity matrix, diagonally we have 1 1 1, so that 1 will get added in the diagonal entries, 4 plus 1, 3 plus 1, minus 3 plus 1. So you will get finally the matrix as a plus I equal to 5 6 6 1 4 minus 2 minus 1 minus 4 minus 2 x y z, capital X I have replaced by x y z equal to 0. So this is a homogeneous system. After solving this system, we will get the eigenvector. Now whenever we have, after putting this value, we will get some matrix. From that matrix you need to check, you need to obtain the two equations in x y z. Okay, so how we are going to write them? You just observe the rows. If you see the rows, row number 2 and row number 3, they are similar, right? 1 4 2 minus 1 minus 4, if it multiply by minus 1, it will be, the two rows are similar, right? So that two rows will give us the same equation after equating to 0. So after equating to 0, the equation from the second row will be x plus 4y plus 2z equal to 0, and from the last row also we will get the same equation. So only once I have written, and from the first row we will get the equation 5x plus 6y plus 6z equal to 0. Now when we obtain two different equations from the rows, okay, consider there are three rows in the matrix, you'll get three equations. Out of that, two different equations, if it is possible to get, then we have to write them. Okay, and when we get two different equations from any two rows, sometimes this row may be at the last place 5 6 6, or it may be in the middle. We just have to get the two equations which are different, which are not multiples of each other. In same equation, we should not take the second and third row, that will give us the same equation again. So once we write these two equations separately, we are going to use the Cramer's rule. We must have two different equations here, then only we can apply Cramer's rule. So after applying Cramer's rule, that rule also we have discussed, x upon the determinant of 6 6 4 2 minus y upon determinant of 5 6 1 2 z upon determinant of 5 6 1 4 equated to t. So after calculating determinant, you will get this value minus 12 4 and 14, and if you do the cross multiplication, you will get the values of x, y, z as x equal to minus 12 into t, that is minus 12t, y equal to minus 4t, and z equal to 14t. Now these are the values of x, y, z. If you put in the matrix x, you will get it is equal to minus 12 minus 4 minus 14, sorry, plus 14 into t, where t belongs to r. Now there are infinitely many vectors we have obtained. Out of that, we are going to write the eigenvector as eigenvector corresponding to x as, put t equal to 1. For t equal to 1, whatever vector you will get, that vector you need to write. Okay, just remove this t, you will get here minus 12 minus 4 14. So this will be the eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue minus 1. So just you need to understand the calculation of this step. Okay, how we are writing equations. For applying Cramer's rule, we must have two different equations, and from any out of three rows you need to identify. Sometimes all the three rows will be different. Okay, in that case any two row you select. Okay, but here we have these two rows identical, so these two rows we should not consider, only one row will consider, and this is the second row. And consider that two equation, apply Cramer's rule. In this way you will get the eigenvector. Okay, now The remaining three example, this I have done 1 2 3, you do at home. Okay, here only instead of lowest we are having highest eigenvalue, calculation will be similar. In all the three cases you need to calculate only one vector, like this example. Now we'll do the next example from the second question, in which we need to calculate eigenvalues corresponding to the eigenvector corresponding to all the eigenvalues. So in such a case you will be provided simpler matrices from which you can determine eigenvalue easily. So this is 2 by 2 matrix. Its characteristic equation is lambda square minus s1 lambda plus determinant of a equal to 0, where s1 is the trace of the matrix. Trace of this matrix is 4 minus 1, that is 13. 14 minus 1, that is 13. Determinant of a is 36. Now after putting this value here, we'll get the second degree polynomial. It can be factorized as lambda minus 9 and lambda minus 4. This 36 can be factorized as minus 9 into minus 4 to get this addition as minus 13. So as these two are the factors, the roots will be lambda equal to 4 or lambda equal to 9. Hence the spectrum of A, that is set of eigenvalues of A, will be 4, 9. Now we have both eigenvalues. For both eigenvalues we need to calculate the eigenvectors. So first I will do the calculation for lambda equal to 4. So in the matrix equation you put lambda equal to 4. So it will look like A minus 4 times I into x equal to 0. A minus 4 times I means from the matrix A, subtract the matrix 4i. 4i means diagonally 4, 4. So from the diagonal entries only you need to subtract 4. So 14 minus 4 minus 1 minus 4. So that will give us 10 minus 10, 5 minus 5, xy, small xy. Okay, this vector, it is 2 by 2 matrix, so only xy. If it is 3 by 3, x, y and z. Okay, this x and y we need to determine here. Now if you see the rows, this row is multiple of this row. So from both rows we'll get only one equation, right? X minus y equal to 0. One equation we are having. Okay, now here the difference is n minus r. This type of calculation we have done in the system of homogeneous equations. N minus r. N is the what? Number of unknowns. R is the rank of that matrix. Rank of this matrix. At this row is multiple of this row. After applying transformation, rank will be equal to 1. Okay, this row, entire row will become 0. Right? So as the difference is 2 minus 1. Okay, or you can see the difference between the number of unknowns and the number of equations. This r is nothing but your number of equations also. Okay, so only one equation we are having. 2 minus 1 is the difference, that is 1. So whatever difference we are having of n minus r, that many unknowns we can put as free variable. Okay, so out of two variable, one variable we can put as free variable, that is parameter we can assign to it, y equal to t. So if y equal to t, we will get x as also t from this equation. Okay, so that will give us capital X as tt. Now t equal to 1, we are going t we can take common, so we'll get the vector 1 1, and that 1 1 is your eigenvector corresponding to the eigenvalue, first eigenvalue 4. So x1 is equal to 1. I have called this x1 because here we need to calculate both eigenvectors. Okay, so first vector is x1 corresponding to the eigenvalue 4. Need to understand this calculation, how we are doing it. From first row you will get 10x minus 10y equal to 0. That is nothing but x minus y equal to 0. From the last row also we will get the same equation, x minus, only one equation we are getting from these two rows, x minus y equal to 0. So one equation, two unknowns, 2 minus 1 is the difference. So one free variable out of 2. You can put x equal to t also, doesn't matter, but usually we select the last variable as free variable. Okay, so that will give us the first vector 1 1. Now let us do the calculation for the second vector. For lambda equal to 9, consider this, in place of lambda we have substituted 9, so 9i. So from the diagonal we will subtract 9. After subtracting from 49, we'll get here 5, and after subtracting from minus 1 minus 9, we'll get minus 10. Okay, and now if you see again, these two rows are similar. Okay, so as these two rows are similar, they will give us similar equation. 5 minus 10y equal to 0, that is nothing but after dividing by 5 we'll get x minus 2y equal to 0. So again, like previous case, we are having here one equation, two unknowns, so difference is 2 minus 1 1. So put one variable as free variable, so y equal to t, that will give us x is equal to 2t. So capital X will be 2t and t. If you take t common, we'll get 2 and 1, and that will be your second vector, x2 equal to 2 and 1. So this is how you can determine the eigenvector for every eigenvalue in the case of 2 by 2 matrix. Now the next matrix, here we have 3 eigenvalues. For all the 3 eigenvalues you directly do the calculation for eigenvectors. Okay, this is 3 by 3 matrix, so you may need Cramer's rule to determine 3 vectors here. Okay, so you'll get you are going to get two equations there. Okay, so by using that two equations, you try to obtain the eigenvectors. Here you will get one eigenvector for eigenvalue 1, one for eigenvalue 2, and one for eigenvalue 3. Now the last example where eigenvalue is repeated. It is a diagonal matrix. Since the spectrum of A is the diagonal entries, write the diagonal entries 2 to 2. Here the eigenvalue 2 is repeated 3 times, right? So only one eigenvalue we are having, and it is repeated 3 times. So we may get for this one eigenvalue, it is repeated 3 times. So we may get one eigenvector, two eigenvector, or three eigenvector here. Okay, so that depends upon the rank of that matrix. Which matrix? This matrix, A minus 2i. For calculation of eigenvector, we consider this equation A minus 2i equal to 0. 2i is the matrix diagonally 2 to 2. The same matrix we have here, 2i. So the difference between these two will be 0, 0, 0. So entire matrix is 0, 0, 0, x, y, z, 0, 0. Now if you see this difference, n minus r, n is what? Number of unknowns, 3. And r is what? Rank of this matrix. What is the rank of 0 matrix? 0. So the difference is 3 minus 0, that is 3. So 3 variables are free variables, right? It means to all the 3 variables we can assign 3 different parameters, right? So that can be done in this way: z equal to t, y equal to s, and x equal to r. So as the difference is 3, to all the 3 variables we are going to assign parameters. So the solution will look like x equal to r s t, which is nothing but r times 1 0 0 plus s times 0 1 0 plus t times 0 0 1. If you multiply by r inside, s inside, and t inside, if you add them, you will get this matrix again, r s t. Okay. Now, as 3 parameters we have selected, 3 vectors will get from that. If you select 2 parameters, we will get 2 vectors. If you select 1 parameter, you will get only 1 vector. Okay. As 3 parameters, so 3 vectors we have obtained for the one eigenvalue which is repeated. First vector is 1 0 0, second vector is x2 0 1 0, third vector is 0 0 1. Are the 3 eigenvector corresponding to lambda equal to 2. So in similar way, you do the example number last. Here you check. You need to do the this matrix is not diagonal matrix, so first you need to do the calculation for eigenvalues and check which eigenvalue is repeated, and for that repeated eigenvalue, you determine the vector, and finally determine this difference n and n minus r, that is the number of unknowns and the rank. Whatever rank you will get of that matrix, if you get here rank as 1, so you need to select 2 variable as free variables. So put z equal to t, y equal to r there, and do the calculation. If you get rank as 0, then all the 3 variables you need to put as a parameter. If you get rank as 2, you will get only one variable we can put as free variable. So this is how we do the calculation of eigenvectors. So hope you understood this discussion. Try to complete the remaining problem at home. So that's it from this lecture. Thank you.